Yo, Elliot. Yo, so today we got a question from a bro who wants to know, yo, Elliot, at what age should a man stop lifting heavy? Great question, bro, but before I go, you ought to know my name's Elliot Hulse. I'm a master's level strongman. That means over 40. I'm a strength coach, and I've been making men strong here on YouTube since 2007. And you, my friend, just stumbled upon your new favorite fitness channel for men over 40. And if you want to become lean and stay lean through your second half of life, join my free Alpha School at alphaschool.ai or click the link down below. So, question from Brandon, who's inside Alpha School, and he says, yo, Elliot, at what age should we switch to only light weights, nothing heavy? So that is sort of, that's an assumption, right? Like your question comes packed with an assumption. At what age? He doesn't say, should we ever start lifting only light weights? It says at what age? And so I can't answer that, first of all, because that's assuming that we need to start lifting only light weights at some point. And if that is the case, everybody's different. Light weights are subjective, so it's sort of a weird question, but I'm going to answer it because I think I know what you're saying, dude. And so here is my answer to the lightweight question. You got to understand something, man, that like the only thing that understands the numbers on the bar is your ego. Your brain, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. Your brain, the ego is how we interact with the world, right? And so your body doesn't know the weight on the bar. It doesn't know that that's 225 pounds, and that one's 315 pounds, and that one's 405 pounds, right? It just knows that there's a thing over there that this guy is attempting to pick up, and I can either do it or I can't, or there's a level of resistance that's associated with it that I overcome or I cannot. It has no perspective for weights, right? So with that being said, how you lift the weight is oftentimes more important than what weight is on the bar. And I'm going to preface what I'm about to teach you with the idea that you must always lift in a way that causes your muscle to have to overcome some sort of resistance that it previously couldn't. In other words, you always be getting stronger. You always got to be getting stronger. You always got to be challenging yourself if you're not just wasting time in the gym. A lot of guys, they lift light and they're wasting time in the gym because they're never really getting to that point where the body has to respond to the stimulus. It's beneath the threshold of transformation, right? You're not going to transform. You're not forcing it to transform at all. But you can lift light weights and transform very well. And it might be a good idea. I don't do too much of this just yet because I still actually like lifting weights that I have to really overcome, but you could use a mind-muscle connection in order to make a lightweight heavy. Meaning, by the power of iridation, you can squeeze a weight that is very light but make it feel heavy. So if you take a weight that's say 135 on a bench press, and you normally know that you can just bang that shit out, instead of just banging the shit out and being like, hey, this is lightweight, I'm moving lightweight because I'm old, you can take that same weight that is light and you could say, okay, I'm a little bit older, so I'm gonna work with light weights, but you can make that weight heavy. You make that weight heavy by squeezing the bar real tight. You wanna squeeze it tight and you wanna go a little bit slower. And even like I'm doing right now, I have no weights on the bar, but I'm using a lot of muscle. I'm even shaking a little bit right now. I'm doing the lightest weight possible, which is no weight. And I'm moving this. It's challenging. You see what I'm doing here? Squeezing everything. You can squeeze light weights and make them heavy. You make light weights heavy by lifting it in a particular way, dude. So, but just to come full circle, I don't think that there is an age at which you should start doing that. You got to know your body. You gotta listen to your body. And if you get to a particular point where you wanna start throwing in these time under tension type exercises where you go slow and you squeeze and you grind, that's great. And it will actually work and will help you stay strong. May not build a whole lot of muscle, but you'll definitely stay stronger. And it might be very good for keeping your spokes tight because you gotta concentrate. A lot of times we just throw weights around where if you take your time with it, You actually have proper joint articulation. You can feel where there are things maybe off a little bit. You're more aware. It's more of a weightlifting yoga of sorts.